Hello, sweetie. Hello. Yes. How are you? Yeah, nice to meet you. Hi, Bibit. Hi. Very nice to meet you. Oh, my job. Yeah.
So we are seeing a higher environmental focus in this puppy. He did visit with me a little bit, but he's certainly, taking in his environment more so than he is spending time with me. So when we have a puppy that has a higher environmental focus, that gives us an indication that when we're out and about with him, he'll be very aware of things that are going on, not only around him, but even beyond what we could see, things that he could hear and smell. So in order to get his attention on you later on when you're out and about, you have to do your foundation training with him. You've got to get that responsiveness from him in an area where it's quiet initially, so in your home, and then once you get to about 90% responsiveness on your exercise.
Very good job.
So we're not asking for a sit. What we do is we praise his decision to come to us. That's him shaking off a little bit of excess energy there. So this is what we love to see. We want to see him. Puppy, 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 puppy. Just gonna keep him in the zone here.
Yay, good job, good job, yeah.
So keep playing this game at home. If you need to redirect his attention to you, just call him to you the way I just did. And yeah, do this, at least 3 times a week. Okay, play this game with him 3 times a week and keep building on it. And you'll find that later on, he's just going to be really, really great for connecting with you.
Okay, are we ready to play another game here? We ready? How about we do our elevation? Come here. I gotcha. I gotcha.
So a little bit of excitement, he wants to go. He's not concerned about what we're doing here, but he wants to go, 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 right? So what we want to do is make sure that when we do something with our puppies that they're very patient and tolerant with what we want. So imagine you go to the vets, you're going to go to the groomers, all these places where he's going to have to learn to just sit and tolerate things or stand and tolerate things.
Good job.
So what you could do is the game that I just did, the elevation exercise, have treats in your pocket, pick him up, and put him down before he starts to wiggle a little bit.
Here, you can't get 2 in your mouth.
And then give him his reward real quick. Within 2 seconds of putting him down, give him his reward, and then keep building on that. So if you hold him initially for 4 or 5 seconds before he starts to wiggle, you put him down, you give him his reward. That's it for the day. The next day, do it again, maybe the same time frame, and then every other day, practice the exercise daily, every other day, increase the amount of time. So ultimately you're holding him for 20 or 30 seconds and he's just hanging out, chilling. Okay, that's the goal.
Good. Very good. Bring it here. Yay, good job. Good job.
So what we... Okay, so when we're giving food rewards, they're fun. We want to break them down small so that he can gobble them up quickly. He's just learning here. There we go. One of the biggest things we're looking for is how excited does he get about the treat, because we have to be able to teach him while we're using our food rewards. And if he gets really excited about the treat, then he can't focus on the exercise. So we're monitoring that here for you now. It's taken him a little while to chew it. It's because it's a new item. Whenever you try a new type of treat, you'll find it takes him a little bit longer.
Is that good? You like it? Yum yum.
pretty good. He loves those balls, eh? Oh, very, very good. So he was able to get the obstacle out of the way right away, stayed focused on the treat. So he's doing really well. So food rewards we see are a good reinforcer for him, you know, as a positive reinforcement. Verbal praise and patting, he was enjoying that as well when we were doing that connection exercise. So you've got 3 good means of rewarding him for a job well done, and you can alternate between them, which is really nice. All right, we're going to go on to our sound sensitivity. Up we go. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. So this should be pretty easy considering how much he likes the balls. Very good. So he reacted, he heard the sound, he stopped, he looked, and then he continued on with what he was doing, and now he's just having a grand old time. So full recovery, very, very good reaction on that exercise. We're going to go on to our sight sensitivity. Yes, very good. Yes, yes. Good job, yay! So what I like here is that every time he bounced back, he turned towards me because he wants to celebrate with me. So that's really good. It shows that when a puppy wants to do that, it shows that you'll have a very, very strong bond with them. One thing we're noticing too is now that he's more comfortable in this space and he's made a friend, he's not as cautious about investigating new things. He's pretty quick to dive into it, isn't he? All right, we're going to go on to our last exercise. Are you ready? Are you ready? You having fun? Okay. Here. Last exercise. Let's see here. Here we go, going. So very focused. Already trying to grab it. Very quick to grab. He's holding it down there. There we go. Wouldn't take much to see a kill shake out of him. So his prey drive is pretty high, you know, he was pretty quick to go after it, pretty quick to grab it, it didn't take him a while. When you consider that, you consider his energy level, his excitability, and his higher environmental focus, you can expect that he's going to want to chase things when you're out and about. So know that you can curve that, okay? So what you need to do is do your training that you're going to be doing in the Happy Puppy Training Kit. We've got stuff you're doing daily, stuff you're doing a few times a week. And we've considered this, you know, we've thought, okay, what can we do to set you up for success when it comes to, you know, stopping him from chasing after everything he sees. So the exercise you're going to be practicing is leave it, that's one of it. Watch me, that's another one. So you'll give him those commands and then you'll give him a job to do. And a job could be a sit, a come this way, whatever it may be. But you're going to teach him that his job is not to chase after things, especially when you're out walking. Okay, when you're out walking, you're on the leash, his job is not to chase after the squirrel, his job is to look to you. And with these cues, you're going to be teaching him that. So it's a matter of timing, you've got to get on it quick enough before he's too focused on something, and consistency. You know, just do it, be aware of your environment, and redirect that attention to you so that he realizes he's not supposed to chase after all these things. So he's a wonderful puppy, very fun. We're done.